top focus. Seems like the powerful in our country can get away with anything and everything. From wrestling body chief and MP Brijbhushan Singh to Haryana Sports Minister Sandeep Singh. Grave charges of sexual harassment against them. Yet, they are roaming free and continuously being shielded. Shielded by those in power. A junior female coach from Haryana has alleged that the ex-Indian hockey team captain Sandeep Singh tried to gain her trust by offering her assistance in her appointment in lieu of a sexual gratification. Now, the allegation is that he was trying to help her with the job for sexual favors. She's also accused him of molesting her. But the Haryana minister denies it, calls it a lie. Now, the 700-page charge sheet too says that the minister has not been honest about the entire episode. In fact, he refused to undergo a lie detector test. The Haryana government believes him and not the victim. They are protecting their man and have sacked her. Now, we all know Sandeep Singh is a popular face, fought the polls and won on a BJP ticket. He's known by all for his game and skills, an idol for many as well. But can a predator be shielded? Is there no safe space for women? Why isn't the Khattar government sacking its own? The junior coach refuses to back down. She's feisty and she's ready to fight the patriarchy and the powerful. In fact, Times Network has spoken exclusively to the victim. She has once again made some stunning claims. She says that the government tried to buy her silence. She was offered multiple posts and even an MLA ticket just to take her case back, essentially saying that the government tried to silence her with the promise of money and power. Listen in to this exclusive conversation first.
अब आप चंडीगढ़ पुलिस की इन्वेस्टिगेशन से सेटिस्फाई है? आपको लगता है कि जस्टिस मिलेगा और चंडीगढ़ पुलिस ने जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन ठीक की, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं एंटीसिपेटरी बेल के लिए अप्लाई किया है, कहीं ना कहीं गिरफ्तारी नहीं हुई, इसके पीछे आपको क्या लगता है?
देखिए, बीजेपी पूरी सरकार अपने मिनिस्टर को बचाने में लगी है, तो जो चंडीगढ़ पुलिस है उस पर फर्स्ट डे से उस पर काफी प्रेशर था, लेकिन काफी लेट सही, लेकिन मुझे काफी खुशी है कि उन्होंने फैक्ट के तहत कुछ सच्चाई पे काम किया है। और जो धाराएं हैं, जो मेन एक्ट है वो है रेप अटेम्प्ट की। उसने 2 बार रेप अटेम्प्ट किया है फोर्सफुली घर पे बुला के, और थर्ड टाइम 28 दिसंबर को भी उसने वही करने की कोशिश की है। तो देखिए, इसमें जो भी फैक्ट हैं वो तो फेस तो इसको करने पड़ेंगे जी।
आपको ये भी लगता है कि आपको जो सस्पेंड किया गया वो भी एक पॉलिटिकल प्रेशर के कारण किया है, ताकि कहीं ना कहीं कोई समझौता हो जाए? आपसे कभी अप्रोच की है? आपको बार बार अप्रोच करने की कोशिश की है?
जी, हरियाणा के सीएम ने मुझे बार बार अप्रोच किया है, और ये जो स्पोर्ट्स डिपार्टमेंट है यहाँ, इसको अभी सीएम देख रहे हैं खुद पर्सनली, तो वो एज ए स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर भी हैं, तो ये इसमें सारा पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट मनोहर खट्टर लाल जी का है। और उनके बोलने पे ही ये जो स्पोर्ट्स के जो डायरेक्टरेट हैं, इन्होंने मुझे विदाउट एनी इंटीमेशन, विदाउट एनी नोटिस, इन्होंने मुझे डायरेक्ट सस्पेंड किया। और पिछले 25 दिन से ऊपर टाइम जा चुका है। जो भी मैंने अपना रिटर्न में इनसे जवाब मांगा है कि आप वो रीजन मेंशन कीजिए कि किस बेस पे आपने मुझे डायरेक्ट सस्पेंड किया है, तो आज तक ना तो उनका कोई जवाब आया है। और ये साफ तौर पे इन्होंने चमचागिरी के चक्कर में सीएम को खुश करने के लिए इन्होंने अपनी पावर का, एक एज ए आईएएस अपनी पावर का टोटली मिसयूज किया है।
क्या लगता है कि क्योंकि मुख्यमंत्री के पास खेल विभाग है, तो कहीं ना कहीं मुख्यमंत्री प्रेशराइज कर रहा है आपको कि आप समझौता करें, आप इस कंप्लेंट को आगे ना लेके जाएं?
काफी बार सीएम ने डायरेक्टली मेरे पे इस चीज का प्रेशर बनाया है। हर हिसाब से वो मेरे से पर्सनल मीटिंग चाहते हैं कि मैं पर्सनली उनसे मिलूं। उनके खुद के स्टाफ के काफी लोगों ने मुझे बार बार बोला है, जो कि मैं अपना मेंशन कर चुकी हूं चंडीगढ़ पुलिस में। और सीएम का पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट है, हर हिसाब से वो चाहते थे। उन्होंने मुझे काफी ऑफर दिए हैं, इंक्लूड बीजेपी पार्टी में मुझे टिकट तक देने के लिए, जो सीएम के लोग हैं। मैंने हर चीज के लिए साफ विरोध किया है, क्योंकि हर लड़की समझौता करने वाली बिल्कुल नहीं है। और यहाँ तो देखिए, अब मामला इतना आगे आ चुका है, और जिस हिसाब से हर बीजेपी सरकार का जो भी, चाहे वो सीएम है या संदीप सिंह के आगे जैसे खड़े हुए हैं ना, तो उन सबको वो देखने के लिए तैयार हो जाएं कि हर लड़की एक जैसी नहीं है। और ना ही मुझे इनकी पार्टी, ऐसी घटिया पार्टी की टिकट चाहिए। मैं इस देश की बेटी और मैं इंसाफ लेके रहूंगी। और इन्होंने मुझे मारने की धमकी से लेके, पैसे से लेके, और मुझे बीजेपी सरकार में टिकट देने तक के ऑफर दिए हैं, जिसको मैंने डायरेक्टली लात मारी है जी।
तो क्या लगता है कि जैसे आप लगातार लड़ाई लड़ रहे हो, कभी ना कभी संदीप सिंह की तरफ से भी कोई ऐसी ऑफर आई है कि कोई चीज़ ऐसी अल्योर करने के लिए कि आप इस कंप्लेंट को परस्यू ना किया जाए?
जी, काफ़ी बार उसने हर वो संभव कोशिश की FIR होने के तुरंत बाद, और अभी तक चीज़ें चल रही हैं। तो पैसे से लेके उसने अपने रिश्तेदारों को पैसे जो हैं वो बोले हैं, और मुझे विदेश सेटल करने से लेके यहाँ पे काफ़ी हायर अथॉरिटीज़ की जॉब का ऑफर देते हुए भी, जैसे कि संदीप सिंह के घर की सरकार है, तो काफ़ी चीज़ों में मुझे उन्होंने खरीदने की कोशिश की। घर और गाड़ी तक का मुझे ऑफर दिया गया है यहाँ चंडीगढ़ में, तो जी।
महिला कोच ने आरोप लगाया कि उन्हें लोभ दिया जा रहा है कि आपको टिकट दे दी
ऐसा
जाए।
मेरा मित्र, अब समय से की बात है, सारी जांच हो जाएगी, उसके खिलाफ चार्जशीट हो गई है, हाई कोर्ट में जांच जुडिशियल में जाएगी, वो मैडम अपनी बात रख ले, भाई मुझे लोभ दिया है उसको सबूत दे दे, तो वो पता लग जाएगा।
Let me go across to my colleague Gurpreet reporting live on this story. Gurpreet, you have of course been closely tracking this story for us, but what is important to remember here is that this is not the first time she's levelling such grave allegations, such startling allegations, yet the question is, why is Sandeep Singh being protected?
Well, that is the main question even the opposition party are raising at this point of time. Even this woman coach who is a victim of this sexual harassment, she has also put up this question before the Haryana government saying why they are protecting the former sports minister Sandeep Singh on this issue when she has already leveled very serious allegation against her, and now even the charge sheet and during the course of investigation which is being carried out by the Chandigarh police, these have already been proven during the course of investigation. Even despite knowing this charge sheet has already been filed in the honorable court, no action has been taken. The main surprise which is coming from the BJP netas and even the BJP politicians, they say till the time he is not proven to be guilty, no action will be taken. But now in the charge sheet, the claim of the former sports minister Sandeep Singh has already been negated, and it puts a lot of contradiction over his own statement which is being recorded before the Chandigarh police, because one side he was claiming she has just come 15 minutes to his official residence for some professional work, but during the course of investigation it is also learned that more than 1 hour she had stayed there. When she was being taken to the crime scene, she was able to identify not only the office of former sports minister Sandeep Singh, she was also able to even identify the washroom and near the bedroom also, which puts a lot of question mark. Even during the course of investigation, police had already hinted that she was not having any professional relation, but she was having a more than professional relation. And today she has made a lot of allegations against not only the then sports minister Sandeep Singh. Even she has put a question mark of the BJP government. She was saying that her silence was being taken to the task, and they were trying to buy her silence. She had got a lot of offers from the government side, from various parts of the government, but now it is important to know that why the government is defending Sandeep Singh. We try to talk to the multiple netas, multiple politicians, multiple ministers also to understand why he has not been sacked by the Haryana chief minister so far. They were saying he is not proven to be guilty as of now because the matter has just gone to the court, and anybody can level allegation against anybody, and F.I.R can be registered on the basis of allegation. But now in this case we have seen the charge sheet that is called the proper investigation which is being carried out by the Chandigarh police, and after that a lot of contradiction had been noticed in the charge sheet. The statement which has been given by the former sports minister Sandeep Singh, there were a lot of contradiction. Despite knowing all these facts, we have seen somewhere down the lane the BJP government is defending the former Haryana sports minister, and he has not been sacked. Not only here, even during the Vidhan Sabha session, we have seen the former chief minister of Haryana, Bhupinder Singh Hooda. He has also raised this question on the floor of House. Even that time, the chief minister says that the matter is sub judice. He is not in a position to take action. So let's wait how the Haryana government is going to react on the charge sheet which has been filed, and what action they are going to take against the former sports minister Sandeep Singh.
Absolutely. That's what one has to wait and watch as far as action. And why is he being protected is the ultimate question. But thank you very much, Gurpreet, for joining us on Top of 6 and getting us the latest. But let's take this conversation forward with my guests who are joining me on the show. Dr. Kislay Panday, Solicitor, Supreme Court, Namit Saxena, Advocate, Supreme Court, and Dr. Sunita Godara, Asian Marathon Champion 1992. Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for taking the time out and speaking to us here on Mirror Now. Dr. Kislay, let me begin with you by asking you, how is this even justified? The victim who raises allegations of sexual harassment is put in the dock. She says she was also, of course, offered a ticket by the BJP. Clear indication of using clout. Like I also posed that question to my colleague, why do you think Sandeep Singh is being protected?
Well, the issue raised by you are highly sensitive, and I must tell you that before anything, she should be given a proper protection and safe house out of the jurisdiction of the current ruling party. This is one thing. I must tell you this. Secondly, in order to provide safe prosecution to the prosecutrix, the accused should also step out from the ministership immediately. And this is no more the case of simply registration of the FIR. There is a charge sheet, and that charge sheet contains 700 pages. And the claim of the police is also very sensitive. It is said in the charge sheet that the relation of 2 years was more than professional. What does it mean? If it is at all true, then the plot gets thicker, man.
Absolutely. In fact, there are many contradictions that are there in that chart sheet, which I'll come back to you and get your perspective as well on that front. But let me get in a word from Sunita as well. Ms. Sunita, it takes a lot for anyone who's even gone through such an ordeal to voice it. And when the victim speaks up, she's shut down. And more importantly, power is used to clamp her voice.
Actually, what I heard through your channel only, she is boldly putting so many allegations, and now again things are in the court. The charge sheet has been filed, but nothing is coming. Solution is not coming, and the solution is only with the sports ministry, with Government of India, sports department, because it is a sports problem, and sports cases are dealt like military law. Our sports law is akin to military law. So there is no jail, no fancy, nothing like that. But it is very, very clear. So in this case, if they, even now, they can put this into ethics commissioner disciplinary panel so that, things come out. Because the girl is now very bold and she's putting all sorts of allegations and everybody is sleeping. No sports department, no sports ministry, they are all sleeping. Why? It's a sports case. So first, it has to be solved under the sports law. Otherwise, the court of law will take so long. It is so cumbersome for a judge also. First, he has to learn the sports law, the rules, that there is penalty system, there is for the behavioral misconduct, which is happening in this case. They have to ban the person from sports for life and such things, which is department to have disciplinary action, disciplinary panel, ethics commission, and sort this out faster. It is like a fast court. It is like a tribunal court, which is not seen in this case. And if girl is becoming bold and bolder, so the things are getting worse, She is speaking very loudly that what all is happening with her. And then also the sports system is keeping quiet, which is not good for the sports.
Right. So you are, of course, stating that there, should be a platform to be addressing these grievances as well. There are loopholes that you point out. We will get speaking on that front as well. But Namit, getting you into this conversation, just putting perspective on the police charge sheet that has been filed and based on the allegation made by the victim that we did hear, how strong do you think the case is against the sitting minister, in your opinion?
For the criminal trials, the charge sheet has been filed now. So court will now, they're presented before the concerned duty magistrate. Now the duty magistrate is going to either, accept and take cognizance of the same and summon the accused, or, direct further investigation, or say that I don't accept it at all. It is, in the magistrate's court now. So now, but we have to understand, police has completed their job. They have investigated and they have, submitted what the conclusion of the investigation to the court. Court will take action now. Trial has still now not begun. Trial will begin only after cognizance is taken, the accused is summoned, the presence of accused is secured, and charges are framed. Only then, trial is going to begin. Till then, and see, we have a doctrine of innocent until proven guilty. He is entitled to a due process of law. See, whatever these are allegations, coming on television, she's, making certain allegations. The accused is also entitled to due process. Accused will take whatever defense is available. And you must remember that prosecution is supposed to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt. No suspicion, even in fact, any reasonable suspicion can never replace, the degree of satisfaction of, proving a case beyond reasonable doubt. That is on the prosecution. So see, at this stage, for example, you use the expression predator. Now, all these expressions we can't use at this stage because, this is all he says, she says. He denies it. She says this has been done. It is for the court to examine as a neutral umpire and decide whether, one, the crime has been committed. Second, in the entire universe, this crime has been committed only by this accused. So this requires a trial. It can't be, that we can't, just sit and conduct a media trial of a particular accused just because he's influential. Also, secondly, as my co-panelists also pointed out, see, that is departmental action or actions based on the morality or morals of the accused or of the ruling establishment in the state. That is a separate issue. They can, in his own wisdom, he should or he should not, decide to step down as a minister, because he's going to or he's about to face a trial. That is all, in his domain, sort of. That he can't be enforced to do also. He can't be forced to also resign as such as well. See, but the allegations are serious. But trial, and in my opinion, should be fast-tracked. It should go to MP, MLA court immediately and in a time-bound manner within perhaps 6 to 8 months. There should be a direction that you complete the trial and record all evidences, record all statements of all witnesses and, decide the matter. So this is, something which in my opinion should be done. But at this stage, we can't reach a conclusion that just because charge sheet has been filed, that he can be adjudicated guilty because charge sheet is what the investigating officer says. There has to be a judicial application of mind on whatever data, whatever.
So, Namit, basically you're going to say innocent until proven guilty. Just interjecting you there so that I could get in Dr. Kislay as well. Dr. Kislay, would you want to counter that? Because the charge sheet also, which you were mentioning earlier, clearly shows contradictions by the version that was given by Sandeep is what we pick up. The police will, of course, have to prove these charges. Now, how does this legally pan out as well? Do you see any loopholes?
Since he has made deliberately false statement before the prosecution, so of course that will result into the raising eyebrow of the IO concerned. And secondly, as I just mentioned at the initiation of this conversation, this debate, that the police has found certain documents which are proving that the relationship was beyond this professional interaction. What does it mean? It means there are certain material very much present in 700 pages of charge sheet. So, of course, the accused will get his chance to provide the contradiction and provide his defense. And as far as my co-panelist was pointing out that the trial will take some time. So either the accused or the prosecutrix, any of them can approach the Honorable High Court and seek the instruction, get the direction to conclude the trial within 8 months or 6 months. That should not be any sort of difficult task. Secondly, if at all she is facing any kind of discrimination by the ministry or from the state government, she can immediately approach the Honorable High Court and get the stay. It is very much in her hand, and I'm sure the Honorable High Court will do the justice.
Okay, as you draw a perspective as to how this legally pans out, let me also get in Sunita's perspective on the fact that the victim also has alleged that the Chief Minister took, of course, personal interest in this case and offered a ticket. But this is not the first time we're seeing influence being used in this manner, Sunita.
See, it's not only a question of this girl in Haryana or wrestlers with UP person. It is happening everywhere in sports or other field also. And now we have to be very particular, especially in sports, that all the sports department has sexual harassment committee, all the departments have disciplinary action panel, and all the main body like a sports ministry and the IOA, they should have active sports ethics commission, which our sports law says. We have signed Olympic Charter. And once we have signed Olympic Charter, means we are abide by the rules of sports law, which is akin to military law and which has to be followed. If the sports ethics commission would have been in place, then maybe this case wouldn't have come out, because then हर व्यक्ति को डर लगेगा कि अगर मैंने कुछ भी प्रोफेशनल मिसकंडक्ट किया तो मेरे ऊपर सडन एक्शन होगा, immediate action hoga, and the only action is rule of sports law says that the person should be immediately barred from sports, and if it is proven guilty then he should be or she should be barred from sports for life. This is a rule which we in our country we are not following. क्यों इतनी आगे बात बढ़ती है? Why wrestlers went on the road and things became so worse that WFI is banned now? Why this girl is every day giving a statement and nothing has been done? So the system has to work properly, and it is very easy. It is so easy like fast court. I respect High Court, Supreme Court, but before that we have to have our house in place. In-house system is not in place. That's why these things are coming into public. See, like NADA, we have NADA. At least those who are caught doping, they are banned for 2 years, and then if they are again caught in doping, then they are banned for life and things like that. And things don't come out so very badly, you know. Okay, once they are caught, then it is in the public. But here, allegation, accuse, and victim,
So
and
basically
everything
what you're
is
trying to
coming
say
out,
is
and
that it is a selective system. Dr. Sunita, I'm going to come back to you, but let me take this across to Namit as well. Namit, pointing out what has also happened so far in this, that she was sacked from her job without an explanation, but yet, of course, the party takes no action against Sandeep. And these are serious allegations, like how you were talking before as well. So in such a scenario, there are lesser chances to get a legal perspective for a victim who's also gone through this?
If these two are connected, if the suspension of the prosecutrix and non-removal or non-sacking of the accused are, if they are related by indirectly or indirectly, then in my submission, in my view, it will be better if the trial does not happen in Haryana at all, because that it will not be free and fair trial either for the accused or for the prosecutrix. Either of them, see, accused has certain, limitations. Accused can't choose the forum which should try him, but the prosecutrix in such a case can get it transferred, the trial, to either Delhi or to Punjab or to any nearby place, so that, free and fair trial in a time-bound manner happens. This, I think, High Court cannot do, because High Court will not have any territorial jurisdiction outside the limits of Haryana. But I think Supreme Court can very well direct that the trial will happen outside the territories of Haryana, so that there is no suspicion of whatever, either the ruling establishment having their own set of prosecutors to prosecute on behalf of the state, or the accused getting some favor, in any manner to rule out any chances of suspicion. It should be, tried outside the limits of Haryana. That will be better, to safeguard legal perspectives for both the prosecutors as well as for the accused.
Right, and before we wrap up, just going across to Dr. Kislay Panday as well. Dr. Kislay, before we wrap up, just taking the same question back to you as well, because we've spoken about how you did point out protection for her as well, because she was sacked from her job without an explanation. Legally speaking, of course, it becomes difficult for victims who go through these ordeals to voice up as well as far as these situations are concerned.
Absolutely. That's what I was requesting, that she should be given immediately a protection from central forms, not from Haryana police or from Punjab police or from any nearby state. She should be given protection from state machinery directly. This is one thing. Secondly, she should be given immediately a safe protection and a safe house also. And the action taken against her must be withdrawn forthwith. If not, then she should immediately approach the Honorable Punjab Haryana High Court to seek the stay on all the actions against her. And unless until it is transferred from the state of Punjab and Haryana, she should also get the order for the expeditious trial against the accused.
Right, and on that note, I want to thank all of you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing with us your perspective. Of course, only time's going to tell if action's going to be taken, but thank you very much once again for joining us here on Daily Mirror. On that note, we're also slipping in a short break, something special coming up on the other side, so stay with us. We're going to be right back.